Hi everybody, it's Amir Altek from affiliatemarketingforall.com and welcome to another cool video. This time I want to discuss about the importance of call to actions and why they are so important to have in your page. And recently I made a product review page and it didn't convert very well. So I decided to check that page again, and then I noticed that I had very bad call to action. So I decided to change that call to action for a better one. So I changed that call to action for a better one, and then I run it for a few weeks. Then I saw dramatic change in my income. It started to convert much more better than the previous call to action and so on. So in order to understand the importance of call to action, we have to answer for a few questions. The first question will be, what are the benefits of call to action? The second thing will be that what is right kind of call to action fits for your purpose? The third question will be, um, why call to action is in the end so important to have. And then I'm going to show you some examples of good and bad call to actions. And finally, I'm going to show you how you can make quickly good call to action. So let's start first by answering the first question, which was all about the benefits of call to action. At the moment, in my mind, there are at least three benefits that I can mention. And the first one will be that the call to action is going to ease for us to make more money. And reason for that is because you state clearly to the visitors to take the next step. And actually, this is only in the case if you have the right kind of call to action. The second benefit will be if we check from the aspect view of search engine optimization. Now, if you have already about knowledge of search engine optimization, you probably know that if you put or embed a keyword in the format of link, so for example, in our case, if we embed um, keyword to our call to action, it will give for us better chances to rank higher in the Google. But of course, that must direct that specific call to action must direct to specific page in your website and so on. The third benefit will be the ability of tracking that call to action. So, for example, if we have a product review page and we add call to action there, and we also add some kind of tracking code. And if we see, for example, that it doesn't convert very well, we can make at least two conclusions. Either the review is quite bad and we have to make changes in it, or the call to action that we are having is very bad, so we have to change it for the better one. So those three were the benefits of call to action. The second question was that what is right kind of call to action which will fit for your purpose? Usually, when I define a right kind of call to action, I start by doing an analyze for that specific page. And then I will define some specific goal for that page. So if we take, for example, that product review page, um, our goal is definitely to make money from that review by getting that visitor to buy our product or the product under our affiliate link. So in that case, we can have call to action something like this: buy product X now, where we of course replace the product X with that product name. So that's actually how you can define quickly what is right kind of call to action for your purpose. Just analyze your web page, then define the goal, and based on them, make that good call to action. The third question was why it is so important to have the call to action. And the first reason was that it will ease for us to make much more money, and also it will ease the decision of the visitor to take the next step. But then the another good thing, or why it is actually so important to have, is because, for example, if you have put so much work, time, effort, and even money on something, on some specific page, and for example, you don't get any return of investment, or you want that it will convert very well. So if you don't have a good call to action, then all that work, effort, time, and even the money will go just to the thin air. So you will lose everything. So you have to actually emphasize the importance of call to action in your web page. And now I want to show you some good and bad examples of call to action. So let me open that notepad. I have made here cool notes. Here are the good examples, and let's start with the first one, which says this offer expires by specific date. And the reason why this is good is because you actually give you start to push the visitor to take the next step, or put a little bit pressure on to taking the next step. The next one is buy now or buy now product X, and this is good because you will actually give the confidence with to the visitor to actually take the next step, which is buying, and you actually state it very clearly that if you want to buy, then click this link. Then we only have product X left Z amount. And this is also good one, and it has actually the same reason like the first one, that you will actually give the little bit push to take the next step and so on. Then finally we have download product X, and reason why this is good is because you state that if you actually will take the next step, you will get that specific product immediately. So that's something that will actually is also the decision of buying. Then we have those bad examples, and the first one which I took was click here for more information. And this is an example that I took according to my experience, and especially it is very bad for those product review sites. And reason for that is if you have wrote a long review, and then you will telling for the visitors to click here for more information. Now, if we will be honest, do you think that a visitor wants to get even more information after that, or would you rather to tell him to take the next step because after he have or she have read that long review, of course, to take the next step? The next thing what I took is any kind of call to action that doesn't work properly. For example, if you have a call to action where it says download brochure here and it doesn't work, the link is broken and so on, so you have to fix that. But those are bad kind of call to actions. And the third one, which is a little bit similar to the second one, but those are any kind of call to actions that say something and actually they are not actually leading for that specific action. And for example, if you have call to action called download brochure X, and once a visitor click that, it actually doesn't work, or it will redirect to another place where you can download that specific product. So try to avoid those kind of call to actions, or at least fix them. Then I want to show you how you can quickly make a call to action. So for example, if you have a call to action which is saying your keyword here, we can have following HTML code. So in this HTML code, it says here, this is opening link tag A, and it will end here. And this is the closing tag. And href means that it's small piece of code where it says the location of website address. So you have to add it here. And remember, you have to add this on and those brackets. Then you can add a title. This is optional and recommended one, and you can actually place keyword here if possible. And then here you can write that specific call to action name. So let's take an example here. We have a call to action called dog training, which is very bad, I know. And we can have this kind of piece of code where it says here we can have that specific website, and in the title, learn secrets of dog training, which is actually very good. This is actually very good call to action, and we should replace it in this case. But I made this change because I want to show you the difference that between the title and dog training. So the title is different than dog training. And here is our call to action. So this means now that if we have that dog training call to action, if I'm going to hover with my mouse over it, it will say learn secrets of dog training. So this video will cover the call to actions, and hopefully this will help you to understand much more the importance of call to action. And thank you for watching this video. Bye.